Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into an exciting and potentially life-changing topic: how to live richly in rural America instead of the city, saving thousands of dollars every year. Are you feeling the pinch of skyrocketing living costs in urban areas? Are you tired of juggling endless bills for rent, groceries, and transportation? If that sounds familiar, this content is tailor-made for you. We'll explore the financial benefits, lifestyle advantages, and practical strategies to not only save money but also embrace a more fulfilling, meaningful life in rural America. Let's get started. Why are cities so expensive? Let's face it, city living is draining your wallet. Studies show that the cost of living in major U.S. cities like New York, San Francisco, or Chicago can be 2 to 3 times higher than in rural areas. Rent or mortgage payments often eat up the lion's share of your budget, with median rents for a one-bedroom apartment in cities like these ranging from $2,000 to $4,000 a month. Add to that the costs of dining out, commuting, and entertainment, and it's easy to see why your savings account might be struggling. But it's not just about money. City life comes with hidden pressures: the constant hustle, traffic jams, and the societal push to keep up with a flashy lifestyle. Have you ever wondered if there's a way to live better, with less stress, without sacrificing your quality of life? The answer lies in moving to rural America, a place where you can thrive financially and emotionally. Financial benefits of rural living. 1. Slash housing costs, your biggest win. The most significant financial advantage of rural living is the dramatic reduction in housing costs. Instead of shelling out thousands monthly for a cramped apartment in the city, you could own a spacious home in a rural area for a fraction of the price. For example, in places like rural Montana, West Virginia, or upstate New York, median home prices range from $150,000 to $300,000, compared to $500,000 or more in urban centers. If you prefer renting, a comfortable home with a yard in rural areas might cost just $800 to $1,500 a month, leaving you with extra cash to save, invest, or spend on what truly matters to you. For retirees on a fixed income, this difference alone can mean thousands of dollars saved annually. 2. Lower everyday expenses. Beyond housing, daily living costs in rural areas are significantly lower. Take groceries, for instance. In rural communities, you can buy fresh produce from local farmers markets or roadside stands at prices far below urban grocery stores. A pound of tomatoes in a city supermarket might cost $4 to $5, but at a rural market in places like Iowa or Kentucky, you could pay as little as $1 to $2, or even grow your own for next to nothing. Transportation costs also plummet. In cities, you might spend $100 to $200 a month on gas, parking, or public transit. In rural areas, shorter commutes and lower reliance on cars mean you could cut those costs in half, or more if you opt for biking or walking for nearby errands. 3. Escaping the consumerism trap. Another financial perk of rural life is avoiding the consumerism culture that dominates cities. Urban environments bombard you with temptations: designer clothes, trendy restaurants, and pricey entertainment. In rural America, the simpler lifestyle helps you focus on what truly matters. You'll find that you don't need to spend excessively to feel fulfilled, freeing up funds for savings or hobbies that enrich your life. Lifestyle benefits of choosing rural America. 1. A more spacious, peaceful environment. Imagine waking up to the sound of birds chirping, breathing fresh air, and enjoying a home with a backyard or garden. In rural areas like the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee or the rolling hills of Vermont, you can afford a home with ample space to relax, garden, or pursue hobbies like birdwatching or painting. Compare that to a tiny city apartment with constant street noise and limited privacy. This shift isn't just good for your wallet, it's a boost for your mental and physical health, especially for older adults seeking calm and comfort in retirement. 2. Stronger community connections. Rural communities often foster a sense of belonging that's hard to find in cities, where you might not even know your neighbors. In small towns across America, neighbors share garden harvests, lend a hand with home projects, or gather for community events like potlucks or county fairs. This tight-knit support system not only saves you money, think borrowing tools instead of buying them, but also enriches your social life, combating the loneliness that can sometimes come with aging. 3. Opportunities for self-sufficiency. Rural living opens the door to self-sufficiency, a rewarding way to save money and stay active. You could grow your own vegetables, keep a few chickens for fresh eggs, or even start a small hobby farm. These activities not only cut your grocery bills but also provide a sense of accomplishment. For example, retirees in rural areas often sell extra produce at local markets, turning their gardens into a small source of income. Practical strategies to save thousands in rural America. Now, let's get to the heart of it. How can you maximize your savings while living in rural America? Here are actionable strategies tailored for older adults to make the most of this lifestyle. 1. Create a smart financial plan. To save thousands annually, start with a clear financial plan. Track your monthly expenses using tools like Mint or a simple spreadsheet, categorizing costs like housing, groceries, and healthcare. Identify areas to cut back, such as dining out or subscription services you rarely use. For retirees, this is especially important to stretch fixed incomes from Social Security or pensions. With the money you save from lower rural living costs, consider investing in low-risk options like bonds or dividend-paying stocks to secure your financial future. Setting aside even $100 to $200 a month in a high-yield savings account can build a robust emergency fund over time. 2. Leverage local resources. Rural areas are rich in resources that can help you save. Many small towns offer senior discounts at local businesses, from grocery stores to hardware shops. You can also take advantage of community gardens or co-ops to access affordable, fresh food. In areas like rural Ohio or Maine, some towns provide tax breaks or utility subsidies for seniors, further reducing your costs. Check with your local government or senior centers for programs that support retirees. 3. Master DIY skills. Learning do-it-yourself skills is a game changer for saving money. From basic home repairs to canning your own preserves, these skills reduce reliance on costly services. For example, instead of paying $50 for a jar of artisanal jam at a city store, you could make your own using berries from your garden or a local farm. YouTube tutorials and local community college workshops are great places to learn skills like woodworking, gardening, or sewing, which are both practical and enjoyable for retirees. 4. Embrace remote work or side hustles. Even in retirement, many older adults find value in part-time work or side hustles, and rural living makes this easier than ever. Thanks to the rise of remote work, you can take on freelance gigs in writing, consulting, or online tutoring from the comfort of your rural home. Platforms like Upwork or Indeed offer opportunities that require only a reliable internet connection. Alternatively, you could sell handmade crafts, baked goods, or garden produce at local farmers markets, turning hobbies into extra income. Overcoming challenges of rural living. Rural life isn't without its challenges, but with preparation, these hurdles are manageable, especially for older adults. 1. Limited access to modern amenities. Some rural areas may lack big-box stores, major hospitals, or high-speed internet. To address this, research your destination carefully. Choose a town near a regional hub, like Asheville, North Carolina, or Bend, Oregon, where you can access healthcare and shopping within a short drive. For internet, consider providers like Starlink for reliable connectivity, ensuring you stay connected for telehealth appointments or video calls with family. 2. Fewer job opportunities. If you're supplementing retirement income, local job options in rural areas may be limited. However, remote work and small-scale entrepreneurship, like running a bed and breakfast or selling homemade goods, can fill the gap. Many retirees also find part-time work at local libraries, community centers, or seasonal tourist attractions, which provide both income and social engagement. 3. Adjusting to a slower pace. Moving from a bustling city to a quiet rural town can feel like a big shift. You might miss the convenience of urban amenities or the fast-paced social scene. To ease the transition, get involved in local activities like book clubs, church groups, or volunteer opportunities. These not only keep you active but also help you build a new social network, which is vital for mental health in retirement. Planning your move to rural America. Ready to make the leap? Here's a step-by-step plan to transition smoothly. Research locations. Look for rural areas that match your needs, considering factors like climate, healthcare access, and proximity to family. Popular choices for retirees include towns in the Blue Ridge Mountains, rural Wisconsin, or the Ozarks. Budget carefully. Calculate costs for moving, buying, or renting a home, and monthly expenses. Factor in healthcare, as older adults may need regular medical care. Test the waters. Rent a home or stay in an Airbnb in your chosen area for a few months to ensure it's the right fit. Build connections. Join local senior centers or community groups to establish a support network before making a permanent move. Conclusion: redefining wealth in rural America. Living in rural America isn't just a financial decision. It's a chance to redefine what it means to be rich. It's about having the freedom to enjoy your retirement, surrounded by nature, community, and financial security. By cutting costs, leveraging local resources, and embracing a simpler lifestyle, you can save thousands of dollars each year while living a life that's richer in meaning and joy. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your insights mean the world to us, so don't hold back. Reading your comments inspires and motivates us to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.